as we look at what we focused on this year, it was really around quality and data, and then expanding devices on our platform. So we began with just the investment in gathering more and capturing more of our voice of our customer. We established our client advisory board earlier this year and met with that wonderful group live and in person in March, and that was an absolutely wonderful session that informed a lot of the things that we'll actually talk about today. And then we spent a lot of time on reporting and analytics, delivering some critical insights around productivity and risk alert response. If you are an existing client and you do not know that you are getting those reports, please, feel free to drop a note in the chat, or certainly reach out to your client strategist, and we'll make sure that we take you through that offering and make sure that you're leveraging those insights, because they're really powerful. And then we continue to invest, right? As you all, well, as many of you may or may not know, right? We are RPM as a service if you need us to be. We will plug right in. We've got not only the software, but the hardware, but the logistics and the monitoring if you need it. All of the services that go with what it takes to make a successful remote patient monitoring program, we can provide. And so the additional investment in our logistics and inventory management services was another major feature this year. We've also added things like Wound Connect. We're always listening, and there's some real need for some additional expertise for a lot of the conditions that we help support on our platform, and the need for wound clinical expertise, so that we've got staff that can support either just being advisory in their capacity, or also just taking on that sort of care directly. So if that's something that interests you at all and you've not heard about that yet, by all means, please drop a note in the chat. And then finally, the last major focus is just around expanding our support of hospital at home, and also just more passive monitoring, and that is commonly also called continuous monitoring. There's so many different use cases here that the capture of data every 5 seconds is not always something that everybody needs, but it serves various purposes. So adding those devices, we've got some wearable patches that are now integrated into our platform that are super important for some of the other higher acuity solutions and plans that many of our existing clients have and many of our prospects also need. So we are on a mission to transform remote care delivery, and of course, totally committed to quality on our platform and efficiency, making sure that our clinicians can operate at the top of their license as much of the time as possible.